Oh well, welcome back to an eventful morning. Saturday morning, and we have a set of triplets and a breech. I'm not even feeding nuts yet because I'm going to feed out to the cattle that need it first before I start this. But yeah, this one here, where is he? Fence line there. Where's my hand? There we go. I'm on the phone. Full set of triplets. Looking good, drinking, all the rest, and looking at her going down. Seen this one here lying down till I drove past and seen a stuck head in the back of her. As they go, that's not good, that's not good. So yeah, she's land born. I was right beside the trough lying, and yeah, we'll flip you around. Now, word of warning for people who don't like gruesome stuff, just be careful, because there is, you know, not a healthy lamb here, and there's another one with a big head that's breathing, just another one crying out too. So, but this is the joys of farming, and this is what happens basically sometimes, and there's not much we can do about it unless we sleep with them 24/7. And yeah, that had the head stuck out, and this one was being pushed out as well because the legs were back in that one. And the legs were back in this one too. She was pushing that hard. She was pushing both heads out together, so had to push that one back in, head back in, to give it enough room in the pelvis to get the other one out. They're big lambs. That's a healthy lamb there. I think it's off hers because there's no more in here, and she's a triplet. So this one here is going to be dicey now. It is breathing, but it's not happy because it's got a big tongue and a big head. So going to stay her there. She's sulking too because I had to help her, but I'll go load up with the bales, see what she does. She's not really interested in licking it, but generally after having to have a helping hand, they're generally sulky and stuff like that too because they're tired from pushing all night. But yeah, she's licked this one dry, so she should be able to do it, but we'll see. That one's going to be dicey now, but I might have to take it up and look after it. But yeah, that'll be enough of that. That is the joys of farming. It's not a good way to start, not a good way to start. And yeah, I just have to keep a closer eye on the triplets. I didn't even think, I thought they'd be a week away because there wasn't many springing up apart from the real big one in which is a twin that I've put in the number one with the triplets. But yeah, just to keep an eye on them. But yeah, even she hasn't done anything yet. But yeah, good start and not a good start, but what can you do? At least it's a great weather to be starting lambing. As long as they all lamb before the rain comes on Wednesday, it'll be great. But guarantee you the thick of it will be after that. But anyway, we're not 2 inches of water over ground, which is a blessing this year. It's the driest winter we've had for a very, very long time. And yeah, to be able to driving that thing across the paddock to feed out and stuff now, it's not often that happens. For 27th of July, now that's midwinter. It's like spring weather, this, so it is. But I'm not complaining, it's great. Grass is still growing. And yeah, we'll carry on our morning chores now. No more looking like they're going to lamb. A few of them starting to bag up there. Took a trough away. I've got the 3-year-olds in the holding paddock. Gonna try and start them onto the nuts too. They're looking pretty good. Here's Mammy over here. Three decent sized lambs. Not bad, not bad. Definitely lock pole doors it. That's good. Good job, Mammy. Now, all loaded up. Nuts on the ground now, troughs, silage, lamb. Round the rest of these up before the nuts are gone. Start the 3-year-olds on it. There's going to be a few lambing in here because they've bagged down very quickly from yesterday. There's a few of them walking over there. I can see that. Could be a busy weekend. Now, stand waiting. You're trying to come. That's the setup I did 3 years ago when I was training them on it. In the back of the sheepyard, in the sheepyard itself. But they've been here overnight. We buck cuts them yesterday, so they'll be a wee bit peckish. So they know what the silage is, they're looking for it. So it'll be interesting to see. I'll drive around them and hold them in here for a wee bit. And if I see they're eating, I can put the rest of the village out too. So it's just to get them going, get them on the nuts like that there. At least then they're eating it as they're eating the silage, and they're sniffing at it and knowing what it is rather than just looking at it and running away. So, come on, girlies. So I might have needed dogs for this, but nope. But I'll sit here. They're a bit scarish of it because it's not the right way to do things. Journey it's in the paddock, but I'll see. Let them go to it. If you put their head down, they'll be away. Well, the nuts on top too, they'll sniff at it and nibble at it and see what it is too. But other ones are into it, you can see. It takes us a few litres and the rest of them are nosy enough to stick their heads down to see what's going on too. But they're nibbling at it. You can hear someone crunching at the nuts, so that's good. They're going to go onto the new grass too when we Monday or Tuesday, depending how I find that they're doing this. They're going onto the new grass. There's no point putting them onto the new grass to be full to try and train them onto the nuts, because you want them a wee bit peckish to actually want to eat. But yeah, we have all the 3 and 4 year old triplets will be on the new grass there behind them, and I think they're about 3 to the acre, which isn't that much for new grass, but we might just have to tighten them up before lambing and maybe spread them out a bit just after lambing or docking time. But we'll see what happens. We'll take it from there when we get to it. If it comes in wet, we might be glad of being 3 to the acre. Look, you've just tossed it off over now. But I might just leave these to nibble. It's mid-morning. I'll come back after lunch and see what they've done. Put out the rest of the silage. That'll do them for till tomorrow. There's only 60 here, so it's not that much. And yeah, do all this again tomorrow morning. See what they do. The other thing, if they keep spilling out of the trough, I'll do away with the troughs, but put the silage down the fence line, the rails, or else down here where it's dry, and put the nuts on top, because they're stepping over it and stuff and moving it out, because you know silage is quite bulky, so it is. But I can hear there's one there. Where's my hand going? Still on the phone. One there nibbling in the bottom of the trough at the nuts. I can see it. One scoping at the trough there too with his foot. I could hear the nuts in the bottom of the trough because it's plastic, with that one with her head down trying to nibble at it with her lips. So it's good to hear, as long as they all do that. It's the easiest way to get them on properly. Should have done with the 5-year-olds. Didn't have time, wet. Boss mom wanted to spread them after a couple of days, and some of them's not too bad. Number 4's all on it. Number 3's pretty much all on it. Number 2, most of number 2, and half or 3/4 of number 1. So it takes time. That's 4 weeks coming tomorrow, so it does take time for them to get onto it. Especially it'd be better if they were shorter feed, as well. They'd be hungrier, but you don't really want to be decking the paddock out just for that in winter, because growth is a wee bit slow. Anyway, we might leave it here and we'll update you later on about how they're getting on. And yeah. You know what? They've cleaned the troughs out. Bit of silage left. No nuts left in them. Not many nuts lying around it, apart from the odd one, but nothing really extravagant that you'd notice. That's a win-win situation then. Hey girlies, get some more tomorrow, maybe without silage, and see what you do. And then that'll tell what's going on. Like I say, you could hear them and see them nibbling at it. So there is a few of them eating at it, but anyway. Trailer full of silage. Give them some silage and that'll do them tonight. And then basically nuts in the morning, silage afterwards. And yeah, we'll go from there, I suppose. And if I see that they're actually if they're eating at it, most of them, then Monday morning they'll be back to the paddock. Probably give them nuts first before they go to the paddock, and Monday they'll go to the paddock. But there's one there walking to the trough looking for it. It's obviously tasty stuff. Definitely makes a difference when they're I think there might be one lambing over there. When they're a bit hungry too, they get on it. Like, it's nuts are full of goodness. It's like sweeties, so if they've got a sweet tooth, they should go on it. But anyway, feed out this silage. I go check this ewe because I need to start doing lambing beats now in the afternoons, evenings, and yeah, we'll see what this one's at. It looks like she's pushing. Starting to get into the thick of it. That's me twin. You still haven't lambed yet, and I thought you would have. But oh, there is one out. Don't worry, Mommy, I won't get too close to you. Go on out. On, ready to come. Oh, you're a breech too. That's just a head. So that means I'll have to catch you, girl. I don't have a tripod to set you up either to watch. Should have had the GoPro so I could set you up to watch. Of a breech, because she's just got the head out, so she's obviously quite tight. She's pushed one out. That's quite small, so the next head looks quite big, and that's why I drive around twice a day, maybe sometimes three times a day. Next week I'll be doing 3 times a day probably, because in the thick of it, it doesn't take long for this kind of thing, and then you're losing lambs within a couple of hours, especially in bad weather. But yeah, the only times I get involved is when I see that kind of thing. If that was just a bag and I didn't see anything else, I would have just left her alone, came back to her later just to make sure. But with triplets, there's too many lambs there and just trying to push them out. Twins, totally different. Singles, easy peasy. With triplets, you get 3 lambs. You generally get 1 out and the other 2 she's pushing, and the 2 start to come together. And that's why we've got the triplets scanning. That's why we're scanning for triplets now and lambing on the flats, because you could lose a lot of ewes, because if you didn't get onto that there, she'd stop pushing, she'd get septic, she'd go rotten, lamb would start to rot inside her, especially if she got 2 out and you didn't check for the 3rd one. The small lambs left inside her start to rot within a week. You've got basically a ewe that's basically ready to die, even dead, depending on what the weather's like. If it's good weather like it's here and very warm, it's like an incubator inside, so it just goes off a couple of days. Them lambs inside would be dead, or would be rotten, and you're pulling it out in bits. it's not nice. I've had a couple of them in the past, and yeah. The only time I get involved is when I see this kind of stuff here. That's why I check them. And 9 times out of 10, if you get to them early enough, you'll have 3 living lambs, and then you let her do her job. She's a good mother, so she won't be an issue to once I lamb her. Basically, I leave the bike here, get to her, and walk away pretty much, and hopefully she'll stay. The beauty about them being a bit quieter too with the bike is I can get up to them pretty close as well without stressing them out too much. She's not stressed now, she's just happy with the lamb. I just see she's standing with the backside. She's got one head and one foot, but the foot's back by the eyeball, so she's still a breech, but it won't be a big job. I'll let the lammy have a wee suck here first before I do anything else. But yeah, basically you keep them on their back, walk away, get on the bike, drive away so you're not as close to them, keep an eye on them, but you're still close enough that if she tries to run away you can get to her, and if not then she's not stressed and she's concentrating on the lambs rather than what you're doing. Biggest thing is getting away quick enough and her concentrating on the lambs, not what you're doing, because then 9 times out of 10 once you leave she'll be still stressing about where you are rather than worrying about the lambs. But Flicky's around here, she's licking the lamb still. The lamb is lying down, so I'll head in here now. There you go. I'll get in there now, try and catch her anyway. Hopefully she won't go far. I don't really feel like running anymore today. But yeah, I'll lamb both lambs out. Once I get in there, I pull both out rather than just one, and then 9 times out of 10 the second one, the last one will be a breech too. So I'd rather catch her once and pull her both out and let her do her thing rather than pulling one out, leaving her to lamb the last one, and then next thing you're having to have to go in again to catch her, to stress her out even more to pull the last one out. In an ideal world, I'd rather, if they're in the pen by themselves, I'd pull one out and let her do it, but in the paddock here it's not as easy, so I'd rather just catch her once, stress her out one time, and then that's it. But I'll get in there now because she's not even pushing, so I'd rather get that out, and yeah, she'll be a lot more comfortable and I'll be happier too going home. Now I'm walking up to her here, you can see that she's starting to stress, which is one state of the lamb. That's the biggest thing. I don't have my crook either, the crook's at home. But you kind of take it easy and let her stay with the lamb, concentrate on the lamb. It'll be a lot better. And I might need to start taking Jade with me too, because he's quite good to just stay there so that she doesn't try and go down the fence line as much. Started using him last year because I was getting slower to run after them. And yeah, he's nice and quiet. Max is just a bit too headstrong still. He's strong to bring it, but give it another year or two, he'll be fit to come with me. If you have to, at least you can corner them pretty easy and saves a lot of running about and stressing them out too much. And I don't want to run too far away from the lamb either, because then especially by myself, if you had somebody else it wouldn't matter because they'd be fit to pick the lamb up and bring it to you, but I kind of want her just to stay around that area because that's where she started, that's where she's broke her water and lambed that. So if you can keep them there, they're a bit calmer too. But I'll put the phone down and I'll try and get into when her back's turned to me. So you're alright, Kira, you're alright. I got her pretty close. The lamb was there. This one's alive, I can see it blinking. So it is. And yeah, foot there. Where's your other foot? Oh, your foot's coming back. It was pushed back. That's what is wrong. Right, there you go, Gear. Now you can go. There you go. Yeah. Nice big healthy lamb. Good big lamb too. Big ram lamb. You're a good big one. Now, come on. Big breath. Big breath. There you go. That's you waking up now, isn't it? Cold breeze in your face. I'll give you a wee swing because it gets the fluid out of their lungs down. You see all the fluid. It's like just like a big human baby being in the good. There you go. Good shake. Good breathe. Good sneeze. Come on. Good cough. Good cough. Get it out of your lungs. Get it out of your lungs. Yeah, bleating away there. Now we'll take you to mommy. There you go, girl. There's one. Yeah. There you go. You can look at it. There you go. Good girl. Now I'll go in for another one because I know there's 3 here. So why not? And I have no gloves on me either because I wasn't ready for lambing. Oh, I can find one head. Oh, no, 2 feet. There's no head yet. Oh, you are pretty tight too. Oh, come on, girl. I'll describe it. The lamb keeps pulling his foot away as I grab it inside, and it's slippery because it's still in the sack. So it's quite hard to get a grip on it when they're still in their sack, and then he's fighting you, pulling his foot away. Oh, I had both feet. I've got the head now. Where's your other foot? You've pulled it way back. Oh, you're way down in there. Come on, give me your foot. Give me your foot. There you go. There you go. Oh, there we go. Give her time to push it up. 9 times out of 10, their head will be back like this too when you're going that far in to them. So I might have to hold these legs with my phone hand and check to see where the head is. But if she's doing her job, she should push. And the more she pushes, the more it'll tunnel the head in too. Big difference in the size of lambs there too. It's not often you lamb the wee one first, is it, girl? Yeah, that's it. Now, I'm going to put this phone down. She's not pushing, so. See what the head's doing. There we go. Now, the 2 feet were there, but the head was bent right back there. So I basically had to get it underneath the bottom jaw, like that there, and bring it right around. Sometimes it's easy like that. Good loose ewe. She's loosened up nicely now, so she has. But yeah, I could leave her like that and just walk away, but I have done that in the past, and I've come back a couple hours later and it's still like that because they haven't pushed anymore, because they've got the 2 lambs out and they think that's it, and because they're stressed out and stuff. Now you can see the fluid coming out of their mouth, and we'll just pull easy like that, and that's it. Another big ram lamb. Good big sneeze. Swing it like that there, it kind of just rocks the fluid out of them. You can see it dripping down there out of their mouth. There you go. Good big cough like that there. That wakens them up and gets it out of their lungs basically. It's just like a baby coming out crying. They wanted to cry because it means that they've cleared their lungs out. Some of them can be a bit raspy, but you'll see it in their mouth there. There's a bit of fluid there. Sometimes if you poke your ear or whatever, they'll start to cough a bit more. Tap them on their chest just a wee bit, but I'll generally, like stuff like that there, if I do it, I just rock it like that there. It's not doing them any harm, and then I'll just go like that there over the top of them, just so the fluid's all nicely mixed in between them all and on top of her nose and stuff like that. And that's it. I'll leave her to it. That's me done now. They're all living. She'll get up like that. I'll just leave her, give her time, and yeah, she'll get up. I'll check her after the dogs, and that'll be 20 minutes probably, and she'll be up by then, licking the lambs and stuff. But she's still stressing because I'm here. She can still see me, she can hear me, But once she thinks that it's safe, she'll start to lick the lambs and get up on all the rest. So we'll hop on the bike and yeah, covered in ambient fluid now. But that's just the joys of it. Doesn't smell once you get it washed off, because they're nice and fresh. If they're in there for a day before you got to them, it's a totally different story. You can smell it on you. Some boys wear gloves. Some boys wear big gloves up to your shoulders, AI gloves. Some boys wear just the hand gloves, latex ones. But yeah, I find I don't have the grip in my hand. I don't have good grips in my hands at the minute because my joints aren't that good, especially for tight use, and the gloves make it worse because they're just too slippery for me. Try and make sure my hands are clean, but you generally don't do any harm going into there. Even if you're a wee bit dirty, you're not going to have your hands covered with crap, so you're not. But yeah, you generally, because they've got that much fluid there and stuff like that, and it's in their own bag, you're not doing them any harm. I've never had any problem yet with that kind of stuff, infections or whatever, doing the way I'm doing. But yeah, eventually I'll probably have to, but for time being, I don't really. But you see, she's still checking, lifting her head and checking, because she can see me and hear me. She knows I'm here, but she's keen for the lambs. So I'm going to hop on the bike and move away a few meters, and we'll come back to her. You move this far away from them, they're generally fine. They know that they're not in harm's way and you're leaving them alone and stuff like that. She's a good mother, she's staying there. I'd rather see her up at her front feet too, but yeah, it's a lot of energy to do that too, especially with a breech like that there, because she's pushing, she knows there's something wrong. Once I caught her, she wasn't too bad. She tried to get away. We were going in circles, I was getting quite dizzy, but once I put her down, she was quite relaxed. Not stressed at all. I put her lamb in front of her, and then yeah, pulled the other foot out and away she went. So you see that one, the middle lamb's trying to get up there now. Doesn't take him long, does it? It's nice to see you with a lovely afternoon like this here. Cool breeze, but still the sun's on their back. It's better than passing down the rain and freezing. It's good lambing weather this. So hopefully a lot of them will lamb before the rain comes. See that first lamb's going in for a suck now again. Trying to. Small one. She's licking the other two. She's just making sure the other one's going in there. And she'll clean too, all that stuff. That's the placenta coming out of them. Just like a kid coming out of the placenta as well. That's all the stuff that feeds the lambs. And she'll clean that within half an hour. She should have that all pushed out. And yeah, good as gold. The other one's from this morning, you can see it on the paddock. The only thing with that, the placentas and stuff, is seagulls and hawks love to come down. Magpies love to come down to get them. It's the worst thing about lambing. They're the bane to my existence. Is the vermin in the sky. But that's a story for another day. But yeah, that'll be us now. That's the lambing beat over basically. It's pretty easy with the 5-year-olds. I'd say by the start of next week, today is Saturday evening, by Monday, Tuesday, we'll be into full swing. I'd say it'll be a lot more lambs. We can pick it up from there. But yeah, that's basically you lambing. Hopefully it's not too gruesome for you. It's natural. It's natural. no worse than a human doing it. Just yeah, human needs to have help. Sheep, cows, horses, anything at all needs help too, like that. Um, if I go into politically, but basically, animals still need help to do all this. No matter what, if that had been left, she either would have actually got her pushed out very easily, but because the foot was way up into her top of her pelvis, hip bone, pelvis, that was hurting her as well, so she stopped pushing. And 9 times out of 10, 99% of it, they will push once they feel that. And if we weren't there to deal with that, 2 days she'd be not able to get up because they're starting to rot inside her and they're dead and stuff like that. And that ew's basically gone. That's a lamb that you need to feed. That's a ewe that you're never going to get back. And that's basically $300 there down the drain too. So we try our best. There's only so much you can do. You can do it all, but with the years' experience, you soon know how much you can do and how much you can't do. And this is as far as I go here, helping them out when I can. When I come back the next day and that wee lamb is weak and away from mommy by herself, that's whenever I swoop in and take her off, because she doesn't have a chance she doesn't have that good of a chance for survival. That's the only time I'll go in. Unless she had lambed 4, I'd take one off them as well. Because she only has 2 teeth. She'll fit 3 or 3, but 4, generally not. I've got 1.5 in this paddock too, so I'm waiting for her. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. But yeah, like I say, if you're going around them 2-3 times a day and you're watching, you know what's going on. If the only time I'll swoop in to take a lamb off is when it's necessity, and I'll know that belongs to that ewe and it's far enough away and bleating out and mother has no interest in her, then to go in there. I just don't pull lambs off willy-nilly. Last year I nearly did. I was quite pedantic about lambs. Small lambs like that, I'd have it off straight away because it was that wet, cold. The ground was covered 3 inches of water. Small lambs like that had no chance of surviving, really. So it was easier to just pull it off at the time and rear them, and she could rear 2 lambs, and that worked well. I know it sounds bad, but I'd rather have that than go back the next morning and be picking it up and not breathe, stone cold, dead as a dodo, basically. But anyway, hopefully this is interesting for you. Hopefully this makes a good video. Let me know if you want to see more of this. I'll try and show you the good, the bad, the ugly. If you really want to, let me know. Off lambing in New Zealand. I do have still other lads. These are the early ones, so I still do have more to come with the triplets. Of the 3 and 4 year olds, plus I ride the tutus, the twins and the triplets of the tutus every day, twice a day as well once they start. I'm getting casts ewes over there too, so as well already, and they're 6 weeks away from lambing. They're fat as could be, so that's probably why. And they're showing, so there's no excuse why they should be. They're just obviously so fat that they just can't get over. But yeah, let me know if you want to see this. I'm keen to show you the good, bad, the ugly of lambing, if you really want to an extent. And yeah, any questions, give me a shout. Let me know and I'll try and answer them. But anyway, hope you have a good one. Hope you enjoyed this one. Give it a like, subscribe, all the good stuff. And yeah, let me know if you want to see more of this. If not, I suppose you shouldn't be touching my face with my hand. But like I say, it's clean stuff, so no smell. That's the beauty of it. So I've been doing long enough. I know what's going on. But yeah, let me know. We'll catch you later in the next one. Cheers. Very good, healthy lambs. That's what you want to see. That's a good mother right there. It doesn't take them long to get up on their feet, does it? Second day was just a nut before the silage. That's pretty promising there now. They're mad for it, so that's good. Good job done. Still a few that's a wee bit iffy, but they'll come on to it. Tomorrow morning, and I think you'll go for into the new grass. What are you looking for? You're a cod. Are you looking more? You need to. Alright. May need another trough. There he is. Do I? That's a good sign though. Happy days, happy days. We'll leave it here.